Hello Scorpio, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Becca. The channel is Pearls of Wisdom and Witchery. I've already meditated and pre-shuffled your cards. For those of you who are brand new, I pulled 5 card spread. The first card is your hopefully recent past. Got the 3 of Earths. The second position is your present position, present state. I hope you can hear me. Voice has been a little rough lately. Everybody down here has had some sort of cold. In your present, we have the 5 of Fire. Did I say the 3 of Earth? This is the 6 of Earth. The third position is your unforeseen, the King of Fire. There. The fourth position is your message from Spirit. The fifth position will be your potential outcome. So, I don't put a timeline on my readings. When you see this reading, that's when you're supposed to hear it. If it doesn't resonate with you, I'm sorry. There are so many other very talented tarot readers out there. Just wasn't your message. That's from Spirit. Spirit's being very quiet right now. Okay. We have the King of Swords. And the Messenger of Air in reverse. I actually saw this card in the pre-shuffle. Now, I'd also like to say, normally I don't pull reversals from this deck. That card flipped out and came out upside down. It's part of the reason why I only take flyers, because that card wants to be heard. So the fact that it's upside down tells me that this is it's either a lot of gossip that's not entirely truthful, or if it is truthful, it's like leaving little tidbits out. But what I was going to say is, in your recent past, this card initially, when it popped out, came out in reverse. But I noticed that I had my deck upside down, so I turned it right side up. Okay. So in your potential outcome, we have the 4 of Water and the 6 of Water. The overall energy for your reading is the Hermit card. Okay, before I start pulling clarifiers here, let's talk about the spread. So in your recent past, you had the 6 of Earth, equal give and take, giving from one to taking from one to give to another. Let's clarify the 6 of Earth for Scorpio. Clarify the 6 of Earth for Scorpio. I don't know about any of the other signs, but I can say that this Virgo full moon has been a little rough on me. we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So we have a pair here, the King and the Queen, but the Queen of Wands in reverse is a very, a very angry, very jealous, even abusive person. And then we have the Two of Cups in reverse. And the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So, this looks like a breakup with a fire sign that is really upset. Where you felt like you were doing all of the work. Or that they potentially could have been juggling someone. If this is but this is the Two of Cups, not the Three of Cups. There's a lot of conflict in your present situation. I feel like for those of you that this storyline in particular is resonating with, it's that you haven't made a decision yet. Or if this is business, and this is a union where your business partner might be, you guys might be splitting up the business because someone was doing more work than the other. Please clarify the Five of Fire in the present situation. Please clarify the Five of Fire in the present. So yeah, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and it went like shooting out as well. This is my independently happy card. So we have someone being very passionate and on their own as a single person. There's conflict here. I say passionate because for whatever reason her cloak, which is red, really grabbed my eye. And then we have the Two of Wands. And this is taking those first steps. What is the conflict? What's the conflict? That is 3 twos. I would like to add. With the King of Fire in reverse. So the conflict is, do I be single? Do I take this person back? Do I move towards this person? In your unforeseen, this can also be a potential blockage, is also the King of Fire. And again, we have a true pair here. Ladies, that King of Fire, you can be a little bit of a player, you know. He's in reverse, so this might be, like I said, this looks to me like a breakup. And someone's trying to come back in. To clarify the King of Fire, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. If this is a thread about like keeping all the money, okay, so we have the 10 of Swords in the upright. So that's the ultimate betrayal. But with this card, the 10 of Swords is this woman. I don't know if you can see it clearly. This woman looks very content and happy to be washing those feet. So so the Ten of Swords is the ultimate in betrayals, lies, deceit, someone not just wounding you, but it's just total overkill. Okay. But swords are lessons, they're thoughts, and the 10 is mastery of those lessons. Then we have the Devil card with the 5 of Cups. And the Devil card's in reverse. The 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups is in upright. Now the 5 of Cups can be a card of negative self-talk and stuff like that, lack mentality, right? It can be an I don't deserve card, not, you know, crying over spilt milk, looking back in the past, and that with the Devil in reverse right next to it, they were together and over here separately from each other. The that tells me that someone is moving out of that state. I almost get a feeling of gratitude, like letting go of this fear and bondage and seeing all 5 cups clearly, and being thrilled to death to have 5 cups. So the lesson has been learned and the bond is broken. Now, if you are still crying over those last 2 spilled cups, I mean, this could be a mother and father. I've seen that happen before, but you know, this is a power couple here, and both of you have the abilities to be the king and the queen in the upright. Or you have an issue with being ready for a relationship. Like you feel like you're ready, but this king is and the queen are both in reverse. So maybe you're there, but it's not quite ready. It hasn't quite gestated. But what's in your unforeseen here is that this betrayal, this bond is broken, and letting go of that fear. Like the devil is in reverse. That's letting go of fear. That's letting go of these burdens, these pains, and not revisiting them. You know, being grateful for what you have. Please clarify the King of Air and the Messenger of Air. So the messengers here in that deck, the Good Tarot, those are knights. So that's the Knight of Swords, and the King of Air. Now, the King of Air is he's a head over heart king. He's very intelligent. I also think of them as like lawyers and stuff like that. Um, so you could be, you know, he's also very truthful and has integrity. So I'm sorry, I need some water. So the King of Air, he's not an overly emotional person. You have to keep that in mind. Um, so the messenger of air being upside down, like I said, that could be drama, that could be gossip. Um, but with the king being in the upright, um, he sees it for what it is. Okay. Um, what came out as a clarifier is the high priestess in reverse, the tower in reverse, and the knight of pentacles in the upright. So with the messenger of air and the high priestess in reverse with this king, this is telling me that you need to be silent. You need to keep this secret about whatever this past tower moment. Not secret, just don't talk about it too much. Um, about this offer, this stable offer. Now, it's a slow moving offer, but it is a stable offer coming in. Something in the past triggered this, but the message from Spirit is, sure but steady, and being very discerning about who you tell this about. These in your unforeseen, this fire sign that you're dealing with. If this is one person, they literally show up 3 times in your reading. If it's not the same person, then you are dealing with someone who is incredibly spiritually imbalanced. Okay, so, but I think that you are one of these 2 fire signs here. I think you're part of this couple. And if you're not, like I said, you're dealing with people that are either married, parents, something like that. Because it's a true couple. So it's someone who is your perfect match when you're both upright. When you're not, you're probably trying to kill each other. So this could also be that there's an untruth that you're aware of that you may be speaking. Like you're telling about this lie, and it's eventually going to uh, come head towards you as a slow moving offer. It's going to help create something stable for you. I feel like this Tower moment in reverse can be avoided. Um, there's a part of me that feel there's two scenarios here. One is that this Tower moment was one in the past, and you're not. So there's this Tower moment in the past. Something had to be broken apart, the foundation ripped out from underneath it so that it could be rebuilt. You're not speaking of this. You're not speaking of this. Solid offer. This is an offer. Knights are offers. Pages are messages. And you know that you should not. In your potential outcome, we have the Four of Water and the Six of Water. So the Four of Water is about either ignoring an offer, not seeing an offer, boredom. It can be boredom. And then the Six of Water is about being nostalgic and not always seeing the past that clearly, but being nostalgic about the past. It can also mean a relationship that from the past, and with these two cards together, it's the 4 and the 6 of water, right? So this could be an offer coming in from the past or making an offer to the past that is being ignored. But you may not be seeing an offer from the past for what it is. So in your outcome, we have the 4 of Wands in reverse. So again, this is a broken home. We have the King of Swords in reverse. And we have the 9 of Cups, which is interesting because that's the the 4 of Water and the 6 of Water in the traditional Rider-Waite are the 4 and 6 of Cups. So if you had 4 plus 6, you have 10 of Water, and then the 9 of Cups comes out, which is wish fulfillment. There's a broken home here. With a King of Swords, so an air sign. Probably this King of Swords here. It is double confirmation. But this King of Swords being in reverse with the Four of Wands in reverse and with the Four of Water tells me that there's an offer. I feel like it's an offer outside of whatever relationship that you're in, and you know about it, but you're not speaking about it. This offer did break the home, and you're not communicating with this person. The King of Swords in reverse can be very verbally abusive and mentally manipulative. The Nine of Cups, however, is the wish fulfillment card, but it can also be a card of being too sure of yourself. And in this particular deck, I'll try to show it to you. This camera isn't that great. The guy on the end looks terribly disappointed at the party. And there's a cup right under my finger here. So it's in this particular case, like, I feel like for this guy, he's just feeling like it just wasn't good enough, right? So there's two very different messages here. So if we have two fours, which is an 8, which is relationships and infinity. The Four of Wands can be a twin flame card for some readers. We do also have the Two of Cups here, and that is, both of those are in reverse. We also have two Kings here. So, and we have two Kings in the top spread too. So we have two Kings, which it appears that you're on the outs of both, with both. But in the end, you're going to pick this King of Fire. Someone, I mean, I don't know if, I don't see a third party relationship at all, but someone did something in the past that maybe you haven't completely forgiven, but the potential for the two of you is very solid, and to some degree could be a wish fulfillment and ultimately very emotionally fulfilling. But it really depends on I feel like a lot of it actually depends on this Devil card and this betrayal and this, right? This is your unforeseen. Are you going to handle that with integrity, or are you not going to? Because this is a strange kind of story, Scorpio. There's a lot of people in this reading. There's 3 people in this reading. And I'm not quite sure which one is you. Let's get an advice card on this, because I'm not sure really. Well, a 3 came out, so we'll go through them quickly. So with the Hermit card, I'm going to start here. The Hermit card being the energy for your overall reading. I feel like this conflict is all spiritual for you. A lot of it is very spiritual for you. And you need to, if you're single and you're, deciding between people, there's no issue with that. And if you want to be single and everybody knows what's going on, there's no issue with that either. I don't judge. But yeah, in the recent past, I see this person, this partnership, and not letting things go, and it's still kind of lingering in this present, and causing a lot of conflict. The 5 of Fire is nothing to laugh at. It's the 5 of Wands. That's, tit for tat. It's really ugly fighting. A lot of negative self-talk if this is internal. But there is a bond here that is broken, and that's repeated all the way through. Now, it's entirely up to you and how you view it as to whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. And that's really what this reading says over and over again. Right? The first card we have is called the Sigil Keeper, Symbols, Signs, and Messages. That is number 38. The Sigil Keeper. Hang on, I need a little more water. When the Sigil Keeper comes to you, there will be no words. Instead, there will be shapes and signs and messages, a flowing, as though a language of symbols is being shared with you. When she comes, you are being encouraged to participate in this process by creating and shaping your own magical symbols and beginning to consciously choose the symbolic language that you are creating and connecting with every single day. You may wish to find a symbol at this time that represents you and the part of the journey you are exploring at present. You may wish to look around your home and see what hidden symbols have worked their way into your life, and you may wish to rearrange these. Remove some, replace others with symbols that are consciously chosen to be of greatest magical support to you at this time. Look at your clothing, what you wear, and see the symbolic nature of this. And go through your jewelry and consider carefully the energy of its symbols and whether you wish to connect with this. Sigil work is simple but ever so powerful, and this amazing being is a reminder to work with intelligence and to exercise your choice at all times. You must choose carefully now what symbols you keep about you, for they have shaped you more than you have ever truly considered. I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's a third eye there. Then we have Otherworld, Veil, Illness, Transition. This is a time when you are passing through a veil that separates the worlds. When once all was clear and life felt stable and grounded, for now, there's a shaking of the firmament and a shift in your reality that makes you feel at times as though you are living in a waking dream. What once seemed solid is no longer to be relied upon. And throughout this time, you may be suffering ailments of the physical self. This is a time when the thin boundaries between the worlds have dissolved for you, and there is a raw and unfamiliar energy to your world. When this takes place, we can sometimes fall ill, suffer from a great loss of vital energy, and begin to feel we lose connection with our minds, that it is strong. We can suffer, and in that suffering, we can begin to forget who we once were, and that, in some ways, is the purpose of this time. You are now a walker between the worlds, and this time of being apart from the reality others seem to dwell within is going to bring you to greater wisdom, knowledge, compassion, and insights. This time will serve its purpose and is the breakthrough that your soul requires for the next stage of their journey. For your humanity, this is challenging indeed. Ask yourself, how can this create meaning and depth within my life when I return to my own reality? And how can this experience be used to serve others, the planet, and the magical world? That will give you strength. That will give you great strength, even while you experience the shadowlands of the worlds between the worlds. That is number 44. And you have 2 4s here as well. Before the gathering, celebration, anticipation, event. '29 is 11, which is the manifestation number. Celebration, anticipation, event. For you, dear one, a celebration is coming. A time to acknowledge the markings and passings of the great turns of the wheel, and for you to gather together with friends, relatives, and significant beings and ask them to unite in a common cause of joy for what has been achieved. It is time to look forward, to anticipate, and to prepare, for this event may even be taking place simply on an energetic level, as all the beings who have long wished for your well-being now gather together to applaud the place where you are right now. This will be coming for you, and it is in the future. So this card is a great omen of good to come for you. It is time for you to put on your finest garments, take the very best goblets and chalices from their dusty hiding places, and raise a glass of bubbling fairy energy to the wonders of life. It may be your birthday or another occasion, such as a graduation, the acknowledgement of an accomplishment, or the completion of a test. Whatever it may be, it is essential to mark the impending time with joy, applause, and an expression of bounty. Prepare, be ready, and enjoy, dear one. You deserve all that this exciting and exhilarating occasion heralds, for after the effort comes the reward. Soon it will be yours. Yeah. You're getting kind of exactly what you wished for, Scorpio. So I hope you had a great reading. I hope you hit the like and subscribe button. Please feel free to leave a comment if you liked it. If you didn't, yeah, there's a lot of other tarot readers. So have a good night, and no matter what, remember that I love you. Bye.